Have you ever noticed how some people command a room just by speaking? It's not magic. It's a system. A system designed by the most powerful people on the planet. Most people speak to be heard. CEOs speak to be remembered. And today, I'm going to show you the 10 forbidden methods they use. This isn't about sounding smart. This is about psychological warfare for your career. What you're about to learn will change how you speak forever, giving you an almost unfair advantage in any conversation. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. First, the PrEP framework. Point, reason, example. Point. It sounds simple, but it's a weapon for instant argument clarity. Imagine you're in a high-stakes meeting and your idea is challenged. Panic sets in, but not for you. You state your point with unwavering conviction. You give one single, powerful reason. You illustrate it with a specific, undeniable example. Then, you restate your point. It's a closed loop of logic that leaves no room for doubt. Your opponent is left speechless, not by volume, but by surgical precision. This is how you win debates before they even begin. But what about longer talks? How do CEOs avoid rambling and losing their audience? They use something called the 10th of October 10 method. This is the secret structure behind every iconic keynote. The first 10 minutes, you only talk about what's ahead. You build anticipation. You set the stage. The next 10 minutes, you dive into the details. This is the core of your message. But here's the twist. You don't give them everything. You only give them what they need. The final 10 minutes, you pull back and summarize the big picture, connecting everything back to a single powerful idea. This isn't a presentation. It's a journey. And you are the guide. Your audience doesn't just listen. They follow, captivated. Now for the master-level technique. The one that builds instant human connection. It's called the mirror neuron technique. Our brains are hardwired to connect with people who feel familiar. CEOs exploit this. They subtly mirror the body language of their audience. They nod when others nod. They smile when others smile. They even repeat the exact keywords their audience uses. It's a subconscious signal that says, I'm one of you. People don't just hear you, they feel you. And when they feel you, they trust you. This isn't about being fake. It's about creating emotional resonance on a primal level. It's the invisible thread that turns a monologue into a dialogue. How do you make your message stick? The human brain is designed to forget. That's where the 3-touch rule comes in. Information is fragile. To make it permanent, you have to hit it from 3 different angles. First, you say your core idea. Then, you show it with a chart, an image, a gesture. Finally, you remind them of it again, perhaps in a summary or a handout. Say it, show it, remind them. Verbal, visual, written. Each touch reinforces the neural pathway, embedding your message deep into their long-term memory. While others' ideas fade in minutes, yours becomes unforgettable. It's not repetition. It's reinforcement. Now, let's talk about the most underused tool in communication: silence. CEOs use the tactical silence trick to command attention. Before they reveal a critical piece of information, they pause, just for a second. The room goes quiet. All eyes are on them. Then they deliver the line. After the line, another pause. This silence acts as a highlighter, framing the words and giving them immense weight. It slows the pace, builds tension, and signals importance. Most speakers are afraid of silence. They fill every second with noise. But elite communicators wield silence like a scalpel, cutting through the noise to make their point. Silence isn't empty space. It's where the real power lies. Have you ever heard a complex idea explained so simply that it felt obvious? You've just witnessed the pyramid principle. This is how executives organize their thoughts for maximum impact. Instead of building up to a conclusion, they start with it. The answer is X. It's direct. It's authoritative. Then, and only then, do they present the supporting arguments, neatly organized underneath. This structure inverts the typical storytelling model. It respects the listener's time and intelligence. It makes any argument, no matter how complex, sound simple and irrefutable. It's the communication equivalent of a grandmaster's checkmate. But what about emotion? Logic alone doesn't move people. That's why CEOs have a secret storytelling formula called the 4-box story. It's brutally effective. Box 1, the problem. You paint a vivid picture of the pain, the struggle. Box 2, the solution. You introduce the breakthrough, the answer. Box 3, the benefit. You describe the new reality, the success, the transformation. And finally, box 4, the call to action, the one clear step they must take. Problem, solution, benefit, action. It's a short, sharp, emotional roller coaster that's perfect for pitches and presentations. It bypasses the logical brain and hits straight at the heart. Your voice itself is an instrument, but most people only play one note. CEOs use the vocal variety formula to create a captivating auditory experience. They constantly change their pitch, moving from high to low to keep the listener engaged. They adjust their pace, speeding up for excitement and slowing down for emphasis. They vary their volume, using a whisper to draw you in and a stronger tone to make a declaration. A monotonous voice is a sedative. A dynamic voice is magnetic. It's the difference between a lecture and a performance. You don't just hear the words. You feel the emotion behind them. Watch a powerful speaker on stage. They seem so grounded, so present. They're using the 2-foot rule. They plant their feet shoulder-width apart. They don't sway, they don't rock, they don't fidget. Any movement is deliberate and purposeful. They take a step to transition to a new point. They use a gesture to emphasize a word. This stillness eliminates the visual noise of nervous energy. It projects unshakable confidence. Your body is broadcasting a signal to everyone in the room. The 2-foot rule ensures that signal is one of pure authority and presence. Finally, the secret to maintaining that authority throughout a long meeting or speech. The power position reset. Our minds and bodies are linked. When your posture slumps, your confidence drops. Elite speakers know this. So, every few minutes, they perform a subtle reset. They stand a little taller. They pull their shoulders back. They take a quiet, deep breath. This simple physical adjustment sends a powerful neurological signal to the brain, boosting feelings of confidence and authority. It's a biohack for leadership, an on-demand confidence boost that keeps you in command from start to finish. These 10 techniques aren't just tricks. They are a complete system for re-engineering how you are perceived. You'll develop a strong stage presence. Your words will become clearer, your confidence unshakable. People will start to look at you differently. They will see a leader. This works in job interviews, in sales pitches, in team meetings, even on video. Your voice will become your single most powerful career weapon. The only question is, which technique will you master first? Let me know the number in the comments, and I'll create a deep dive breakdown just for you. Subscribe for more secrets they don't want you to know.